Page 190, exercise 14.1. In this exercise, they talk a little bit about romantic playing. That is, playing music in the Romantic era, somewhere around in the 1800s, throughout most of the 1800s, actually. During this time, you can read about the Romantic era, and you can make it as complicated as you choose to make it. It's just the idea is people are getting freer with what they're doing, and their interpretations are getting a lot more flashy and romantic, or they're taking liberties in how they're playing things a lot more than in the classical or Baroque era, where everything was very proper and very prim. Now they're starting to get into flashy and showy and feeling and lovey-dovey. I leave it to you, to your own interpretation of romantic music. They give an example there on exercise 14.1 of a Brahms waltz. You can read about it, and again, if you're studying romantic music for the first time, I don't recommend playing this. There's simpler music you can play from romantic era. The Schumann childhood pieces, whatever they are, I don't remember right offhand. You can play those, and you can read about what they're talking about in this exercise 14.1. I don't feel I need to repeat everything they're saying for you. It's just, if you're going to play it, let's just look at a few things about this. For instance, in the right hand, you have these two-note slurs, but the accent, the natural accent, falls on the second note, because it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It has a pickup. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So you're doing this each time, but give it a little extra oomph on the up. So that's the accent, natural accent. 1, 2, 3. Technically, you should do the repeat signs for good musical form. I'm going to go on. It's just going on. It's the same two-note slur. So just do this in the right hand and you should be fine on it. Now when you get down to the third line, it starts on measure 19. There's a little line that kind of goes down to the bottom staff. It's telling you the melody is going down there. So it's up here to start with. And that top note with the stem going up and the bottom staff, that's melody. You might play it with the left hand, doesn't matter. It's still melody and you got to bring it out. So you could, if you want to learn to play this, you bring that out. Even if you play it in the left hand, bring it out. Learn to put a little more weight on that, on the thumb, but try and get the notes down at the same time. Each time. Speaking of the left hand, the hands are not playing the same here, because you have I'm sure you can find recordings of this on YouTube if you really want to. It's one of the Brahms waltzes. They don't say which one, and I don't recall right offhand which one. But you can look at it. And the pedaling, you're pedaling with the left hand. And what you're doing is you're pedaling to connect the notes in the left hand. Because really it should be slurred, like the right hand is slurred. We want the left hand to do the same, that feel. But because of the leap, we can't do that. So we use the pedal to help us do that. And that's really, if you didn't need the pedal to connect them, this piece would do well without pedal at all, really. Learn it without pedal first. If you're going to learn this, learn it without pedal. Even in the second and third lines, when the harmony starts to go nuts, just very carefully work it out. Because a lot of pieces, the harmony goes nuts in the middle. I don't know what's with them. Something they were drinking or something, I don't know. Good luck if you want to try this. I don't have anything to suggest. If you have questions on this, feel free to ask. But other than that, I'm not encouraged to share much more. I don't want to give a whole lecture on romantic music. I'd have to go do the research myself. I don't remember most of what I learned, but that's what it is.